I should have to look round first.
Look round abroad.
Anyhow, you agree to my leaving Oxford?
Oh. What's up? What's up?
It's 7:25.
Well?
Just think, in case you wanted to get up.
Oh, give over, get up. I've only just got to sleep. Oh! I think I broke my flipping neck. Oh, God.
Do you have to get up to work or anything?
No, I don't. Shut up. Get your head down. Get some kip, will you?
Might as well get up, really.
Oh. Oh.
What do you say I put the kettle on?
Oh, go on.
Where do you keep the tea in this place?
It's in the cupboard next to the cooker. It's in a tin marked tea.
Or would you rather have coffee?
Oh, flaming no, the tea.
Oh, I don't believe it. You've actually put the kettle on.
There's no use trying to sleep.
All right, why not?
You want to hear it?
Hey, not those cups. They're my mum's best.
Oh. Hey, get it off, will you?
What's the matter? Don't you like a nice bit of music of a morning?
Off, I said. Off. Oh.
Len, your eggs on the table.
Coming right down.
Hey, Parky these mornings.
Yeah. I hope that lad's back home.
He's bound to be.
They do daft things, you know, kids. Like disappearing.
No point in you start worrying now.
Anything could have happened to him.
He was probably home when she got back there last night. It wasn't all that late, you know.
Oh, come off it. We're going up to midnight when she left here.
Kids don't think that's late nowadays.
Well, I don't think he'd have stayed out. Missed his tea and everything. I don't, without a good reason.
Kids have all sorts of reasons nowadays. Did you never run away from home?
Of course, I did many a time. Never gone more than a couple of hours.
Yeah, I used to run away from home and all. I used to get the tram down the pier then. That was the only place I could think of, really. I went over the water to Birkenhead once on the ferry. Now, that really is running away, you know, over the water.
Well, kids just don't go for a ride on a bus these days, you know. They hitch a lift down the flaming motorway. They could be anywhere in no time. London. And they don't know, do they? They don't know the terrible things that can happen to them.
You do. And you're conjuring up all sorts of things in your mind, aren't you? And there's probably no need to.
Will you go round there this morning and find out? Give us a ring at cabin.
Yeah, of course I will, yeah. He's probably just tucked up in bed.
I still don't see why Deirdre went storming off like that. Just she hadn't. Makes me feel very guilty about everything. Apart from anything else, I'm more or less obligated, aren't I? To be honest, Elsie, I don't want to go in the shop every day. I'll get out to go round. That's the best thing. To go round and see her. To crawl. What do you think?
Oh, don't drag me into it.
Hey, what are you going to tell your fella when he comes round?
My fella? My fella?
The chap on the market.
He's not my fella. I don't know what you mean by that.
What I mean is, well, I mean, he offered you a job, didn't he?
And that is all.
Well, what do you think?
I think it'll be very cold on the markets these mornings.
Well, I bet there's a bit of money in it. I mean, they're worth quite a bit, aren't they, them market
No
fellas?
doubt it's because they hold on to it.
Well, what's she going to tell him?
Well, I don't know, do I?
Well, I thought you quite enjoyed it before on the stall.
Like you enjoy working for Alf. Day in, day out, and at least you don't get rained on.
Well, if you fancy it, I bet he'll take you on. You know, I could quite fancy that. Seeing different places every day, that'd be good. 'Cause, you know, the longer I stay in any one place, things always start to get complicated, whether I want them to or not.
Meaning you and Alf like?
Meaning me and everything like.
Now, don't you start building things up in your mind. I'll get over there and I'll give you a ring, eh? You'll be in the cabin.
Yeah. Mavis'll kill me. You left a window open upstairs.
I shouldn't think so, no.
Thought I heard something banging. Anyway, you'll give me a ring, won't you?
Yeah, as soon as I get there.
Carl.
I'll
Len. There's somebody upstairs.
Good God.
What time is it?
We've got a visitor.
Yeah, Lord. Where have you been?
Upstairs in bed.
You've been upstairs here? Since when?
Last night.
You've been here all night?
When did you let yourself in?
Didn't doors open, but you heard out, so waited. And just went upstairs to see if it was still the same bedroom, and I fell asleep.
John, your mother's going out of her mind. She was round here last night. Didn't you hear her?
No,
Well, she's worried to death
I don't
about you.
care.
John, she is worried to death about you.
they just argue and argue.
So you ran away, did you? Well, your mum ran after you, so she must think something of you.
But he didn't come after me.
Who's he?
She says call him Uncle Bill, but he's not.
Well, he was probably out somewhere else looking for you. Oh, John, you shouldn't do it, you know. I mean, she was in a hell of a state.
Did you think you could stop here? You know we can't let you. You know that, don't you?
Will there be a lot of trouble?
Well, I hope not, for your sake. Mind you deserve a good... Still, you know that, don't you?
I better get him home, hadn't I? Stop everyone's misery.
Oh, wait a
increasing.
minute. Did you have out to eat last night? Sit yourself down, you must be starving.
I better get him back.
Well, you get round and tell his mother as soon as you can, but I think the best thing is to get her round here.
I think she'd prefer me to take the kid round there, though.
Well, maybe. Then again, state of mind she might be in. Perhaps she'd prefer to just cope with one thing at a time, like the fact that he's all right. Then she can,
Yeah, I'm with you. Do you think he was really asleep upstairs when she came last night?
I prefer to think so. Right, Spiderman. Come on, let's feed you.
If you don't want to stop at your dad's, what do you want to do?
Well, you know.
No, I don't know. Do you want to stop here?
Well, I'm not saying that, but...
Well, I mean, you can always stop here if you've nowhere else, can't she, Fred?
Aye.
Thanks, Mum.
Oh, Debbie, it's time you started making some plans.
What kind of plans?
Just plans you can't go wafting on all through your life. I mean, this lad, for instance. Well, where is he?
Well, he's gone to sign on.
How long have you known him?
A while.
And what kind of plans has he got?
Well, he's going to be a rock and roll superstar.
I'm talking about proper plans.
Well, somebody's got to be a rock and roll superstar. Why not Jeff?
Oh, that's all nonsense, is that? I'm talking about the real world that we've all got to live in.
Yeah, well, he can't even get jobs in the real world. So what's the use of making all these wonderful plans?
Well, what's he got going for him?
Well, he's nice.
Apart from that, has he any qualifications?
Yeah, he's got 3 CSEs.
Well, I didn't think he was Einstein to look at him.
Well, it's better than nothing, which is what I've got. And you. And him.
Don't be cheeky. They didn't have CSEs when we were young, did they, Fred?
Nobody had jobs going for them, didn't they?
The job's going now, only they need more than 3 CSEs to get them.
Oh, there's people got degrees out of university, can't even get jobs.
It's because they haven't got what matters in it. They haven't got gumption.
Yeah, whatever that is.
It means getting off your backside and doing something. Half these kids' unemployment's only an excuse that, well, they'd rather be on the dole.
Will you stop it? Will you stop arguing?
Well, that's not fair, that. Jeff's got a lot going for him, and he hates being on the dole.
I said, will you stop it? Anyway, at least his teeth aren't green. Not like that last lad you dragged home. Hey, are you keen on him?
He's all right.
Well, are you?
Of course I am. He wouldn't be here, would he?
And how serious is he?
Nobody's serious, Ma'am. It's not like that.
All right, I only asked. Well, where does he live?
Well, till the end of the week, he's living at Eric's. Only Eric's getting thrown out, so he's got nowhere to go.
Hasn't he got any family?
Oh, yeah. It was his dad that threw him out.
What for?
Because of him doing his drumming.
Oh, drumming.
But he's going to be homeless and he's not worried.
Not especially.
Now seems to worry them.
Be fair, Fred. I mean, you hardly know the lad.
I hardly know his old fella either, but I mean, I can see his point of view.
Well, you can see for yourself. He's fine.
What do you want to do a thing like that for? Come here to me. You mustn't do that ever again. You mustn't, you hear me? Sorry, Mum. You all right? Oh, God, I'm so glad you're all right. I'm so glad you're all right. Now, don't you ever...
He's had a good breakfast inside him, End Road.
Mr. Fairclough says you were here all night, is that right? They never knew. You are a mystery. He's funny sometimes, you know.
Well, I don't know about funny. He's obviously not very happy.
He's a very happy lad, really. He was just upset. Upset about something, weren't you? Knew you were. We just have to have a chat, you, me, and Uncle Bill.
Why does it have to be Uncle Bill?
Because Uncle Bill cares
No,
about
he
you.
doesn't.
He does, Johnny, does. Come on, let's get you home. This isn't your cardigan.
It's Len's. He only had his blazer. It were wet. Keep it on him if you like. It'll do any time.
No, it's all right, thank you. If his blazer's dry.
It's dry.
Come on, then. Let's be having you.
OK, I'll give you a lift home then, eh?
No, it's all right, thank you.
It's no trouble.
No, you've been troubled enough.
Honestly.
Look, I would sooner take him on the bus. We'll be all right on the bus.
OK, if you'd sooner.
Yes, I would sooner. Come on, John. And, I'm sorry about all this
Don't
trouble.
mention it.
Bye.
Come on, you can say you're sorry and all.
Don't worry about it, John.
Thanks for leaving me pictures up.
Come on.
Look, are you sure?
I'm
Because
positive, thanks. It's only at the end of the street, the bus.
All right. Sit down, John. That's funny, that, you know. She wouldn't let me take them home.
Well, she must feel very awkward. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Your kids aren't supposed to run away to other people, strangers. Embarrassing when they do. I can understand it.
Who the hell's Uncle Bill when he's at home?
He's who you'd think. He's her fella, on and off.
And he's the cause of it, eh? Did you manage to get a little talk with John?
Well, couldn't get much out of him. They row. Then again, who doesn't? You never know how kids see things, do you? Not very happy, is he?
What the hell can we do? Nout.
What do we do if he comes again? Because I don't know which will be worse. If he never comes again, or if he does. Because you can bet they'll tell him never to set foot in here again.
I bought you loaf. Oh, hello.
Hello, love.
You needn't to bother, love. I was going to do a bit of shopping myself.
No, well, actually, I felt like getting out of the shop for a bit, really, what with one thing and another. Well, if you two are talking, I won't bother you.
It's all right, we've finished talking. Have we, love?
Well, I reckon you could talk down the man in the moon, but really, I don't fancy it, thanks.
So you're definitely not going on the markets, then?
She's turned down an offer, not offered to many.
Oh, well, it's not just the varicose veins, it's the moving all over the place here and there. No, thanks, it's not me.
You know, I'd have thought you'd have been a gypsy.
Well, I used to think so at one time, but now, tar but no tar.
I must say, I quite like the idea of going different places every day.
But it's not different places, really. It's all the same. It's getting in the van, getting out of the van, going home in the van, same people on, not me, no thanks.
Compared to being stuck in the shop, at least you see different people.
Couldn't tempt you out of the shop, could I?
Oh, you could be catching me on a very weak moment.
Well, I said it wasn't offered to many, but if you're interested...
Now, don't.
Right. My belly thinks my throat's cut. Come on, I'll talk to you over a glass.
No, I can't. I've only just popped out. I can't. Can I?
15-2, 15-4, and 2 for the pair, that's 6.
And that's true, I'm taking off you. 15-8.
Oh, do you know you're one mean crib player, Albert?
No, I'm not mean. I mean, it's the rules. If you can't bother to count...
Oh, I don't mean mean. I mean, like mean, you know, red hot.
Well, since when has mean meant red hot?
It's just something they say, innit?
Well, it's not what I'm saying. If I call you mean, I mean you're tight-fisted.
Yeah, but it's what the Yanks say, innit?
Yanks, well, they may never make sense any road. You ought to expect that.
What were we playing for?
Well, I'll have a room.
Rum, Fred.
You're entitled to half an hour for your dinner.
Oh, no, lovey, I can't stop for me dinner.
Of course you can.
Honestly.
Who's that she's with? Not that I expect you to know.
You're right, I don't.
I wonder if Alf does. Honestly, he's smitten with her. He is. It's pathetic.
So you keep saying.
Well, it is. It's that wet, it's embarrassing. It's one of the reasons I couldn't carry on working there.
Lovey, would you just excuse me just a minute? Deirdre, I just want to say I'm really sorry about everything. Honestly, I feel awful.
Well, there's no need to. I don't.
No, well, come on. You made it pretty obvious you felt put out.
I don't feel put out.
Well, put upon then. But I do understand how you feel, Deirdre. I mean, I think we were a bit thoughtless. And I'm sure Alf knows all this as well. Do you know, I think if you was just to go and see him, well, everything would be all right.
What, be back just like it was?
Well, I don't know.
No. I appreciate what you're saying, and it's very nice of you, but I've got no intention of going on being used as a dish rag, and you can tell him that.
Anyway, I've spoken, eh? Hello, Ken.
My word, I'm still here. I'm beginning to think I was invisible.
Don't be so touchy.
Me touchy.
Listen, what are we going to get Uncle Albert for a Christmas present?
You want me to tell you all about the job, then?
I would love you to tell me all about the job.
Well, it's not a bad time to come into it, because when there's no cash about, all the people come in the market looking for something that's cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing twice now what I was doing a couple of years ago. That's why I need somebody. Now, look, this is what's involved.
I don't think I can explain this, but, well, if I were to leave now, I think my name would be taken in vain. You have no idea. No, I couldn't possibly. It's the wrong time. I mean, no way could I just, well, you know.
Well, no hard feelings,
Oh,
eh?
no.
Cheers.
Cheers. Still, looking ahead, you were going to tell me what was involved.
Look at that. For a flat, I mean, look at the rent.
I know. It's more than you got on the dole, isn't it? Yeah. Mind you, Jeff, look where it is. It is somewhere around here we're looking for.
There's none in there.
I tell you what, we'll go down to Rosamond Street and we'll have a look in the shop windows, eh?
Right, come on, lift your glasses up. You must be Jeff, then.
Yes, boys, I must be.
Our Freddy's blue-eyed boy.
Oh, aye.
Well, take no notice of him, love. He's naturally sarcastic. Which one of you are looking for a home, then?
Oh, I am. Do you know anywhere?
Well, what are you looking for?
Anything?
Oh, have you tried Atkins?
What's that?
Well, fruit and veg down Rosamond Street. She usually has a few cards up, you know.
Oh, they are. That's what I was saying. Have a look in the shop windows.
Yes, try Atkins, lovely.
Okay.
Shall I tell you something? Hang on, whose box is it?
Mine.
Shall I tell you what you're getting for Christmas?
Well, I can tell you that. A bottle of rum and a pair of slippers.
Do you know you're a flaming clairvoyant, Albert?
Well, I get the rum every year. The slippers will be a surprise. Good.
Is it unofficial engagement like, you know?
Well, how should I know?
Oh?
Well, why do you ask?
Well, I just thought, I might be wrong, Fred, but well, I got the idea, you know, that they were looking for somewhere to live.
Well, I know that she's, like, looking for somebody to sort of, like, share with, you know.
I suppose it is.
Well, it is 1981, Betty, isn't it?
And you mean you're just going to...
It's not down to me, is it?
Well, I mean, she is your stepdaughter, Fred.
Yeah, she's old enough to vote to suit themselves these days, kids, don't they?
Well, it depends what view you're going to take.
I got a view from that sofa last night. Definitely coloured me opinions, I'll tell you. Yes, pal.
God, I should have phoned Mavis.
By the time I picked up my stuff, it won't be worth turning in. It is Mavis. Come here.
Oh, you do remember who I am, then?
I'm just on my way, love.
Not to the cabin by any chance?
Honestly, we've had a morning.
Yes, well, I've had a morning of it as well. Do you realise I've been on my own there ever since papers? And not a peep have I heard out of anybody. I mean, well, I didn't know if you were alive or dead or what.
You won't believe me if I told you, so come in.
Very likely not. But I hope you believe me when I tell you that Mavis is very tired of it. Well, I mean, not even a phone call. Look, you're not even listening to me.
It's John's mum again. And Uncle Bill.
Aye.
Well, what?
Yeah, well, I'm not satisfied about last night. I'm not at all satisfied.
I don't think I know what you mean.
I mean, I'm not satisfied.
Look, I don't know where you fit into this or what the hell you're talking about. But don't come into my house starting with that tone.
Hang on. What's to do?
You don't know, eh?
No, we don't know.
Well, let me spell it out for you then, because there's a word for it. And the word is enticing.
You what?
And that's the legal word for it and all. If you don't know what it means, you can ask a lawyer.
You mind talking in plain English? What are you talking about?
You've even got his photograph, eh? See? I'm talking about this lad. This lad what you've enticed away from his own mother and away from his own home. Enticed. That's the word I used.
I think you better leave.
Hang on. Where'd you get this idea from?
We're not daft, you know. The minute she told me, I said, that's a load of cock and bull.
What is?
You trying to tell me you had that lad here all last night and you never knew?
Oh, that's the truth.
Aye. And you've taught him to say the same, haven't you?
If he's saying the same, he's telling you the truth.
What time were you here last night, Sylvia?
Well, I don't know, but it was very late.
It was late. She was sick and worried out of her mind. And you had that lad upstairs all the time.
We didn't know he was there.
We didn't. He let himself in. I mean, we hardly ever lock that back door.
Look, I don't care whether the door was locked or unlocked. I've told the lad he's never to set foot in this house again.
Look, I don't know where you fit into this or what the hell you're talking about, but you're very fond of laying down the law, aren't you?
Well, I'm laying down the law. That lad is not setting foot in this house again.
Just a minute, you. Isn't it time you started looking at this from his point of view? Ask yourself why he wants to come here, why he ran away from home in the first place.
He's always been happy at home before. He's never run away before.
Well, perhaps something's changed then, has he?
Aye. Somebody's took advantage because Sylvia had to go into hospital.
We looked after him.
And where the hell were you then?
I don't know, Bill. Maybe they didn't know.
It's as clear as the nose on your face. They've no kids of their own, so what do? They try to get somebody else's. They don't care. They probably can't have kids. They've gone funny in the head.
Just
Don't, mate. Don't. They're upset, Len. Leave them.
Just out.
Don't worry, we're going. Long as you've got the idea. Any more of it, and it's the law. And don't think they won't hear about this up at the fostering.
I'm sorry, Davis.
It's all right. I mean, well, I wouldn't have said anything before.
No wonder that kid can't stand him.
What'll happen if he does go to council about all that, though?
It depends on whether they believe him or not, doesn't it? But even if they only half believe him, it means a load of trouble for us.
Well, what kind of place is it, then?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, that's Eric's.
Oh, come on, Debbie. If it was a dress, you'd describe it to the last stage. I mean, this is somewhere you're going to be living.
Well, it's a room. And it's got a kitchen. Hey, and it's just off Rosamond Street, you know, by the traffic lights?
Handy, that. She's been lucky there.
Well, mind you, it needs doing up a bit, like.
Oh, liquor paint works wonders.
You need more than a lick of paint. What about your mod cons?
Well, it's got a toilet.
Yeah, oh, I am glad.
Hey, that's Eric.
Will you stop doing that for a minute and tell me, well, is it furnished?
Well, it's supposed to be, sort of. Mind you, it's not up to much, like.
Oh, you don't mind a bit of discomfort when you're young. I think you fell on your feet.
Well, has it got a bath or anything?
Do you know, I don't think it has. Jeff, has it got a bath?
No, I didn't say one.
No bath? Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't manage without a bath, not in this day and age.
Well, it's not very far away, and you've got a bath, haven't you?
Oh.
And your hot water's free after central heating.
No, it is not free.
Oh, all right. We'll give you something towards it.
Thank you very much. Well, who's we?
Me and Jeff.
Well, hasn't Jeff got a bath where he's living either?
Don't be daft, ma'am.
Oh, I see.
Well, I couldn't afford it on my own.
So you're not only going to live in squalor, you're going to go the whole hog, you're going to live in sin as well.
Oh, ma'am.
Look, this morning you said to me you weren't serious.
Well, no, what you mean by serious?
I don't think you know what serious is. I don't think you've got a serious idea in your head. Well, if you think... Fred, have you heard this?
Well, it's not considered out of the way these days.
What? Over my dead body.
Well, I'm 18, I am.
I don't care.
Well, look, I've got to live somewhere, and I am not going back to my dad's.
No, you are not. You're stopping here. I mean, Jeff, you can go and find somewhere else, but you are staying here with your mother.
Well, Fred doesn't want me to stay here.
But is that right, Fred? You'd make me turn out my own flesh and blood. Now, listen to me, young man. If you want to sweep her off to live in sweet, without even a bath, well, you're going to have to put a ring on her finger first. But until then, she stops here with me. Well, isn't that right, Fred?
Be a proper little happy family, it will.